If you're having girl problems, I feel bad for you, son. I got 99 problems in the States, every one hit me. Yes, hi. I was interested in trying to find out if there was a warrant out for me. And then the next thing was when I called the actual cop shop, they told me that you had to call a bail bondsman. Is that a true statement?
Yeah, pretty much. They don't like to give out any info. What happened?
They just nothing. It was like a public intoxication. Basically, they're just a bunch of corrupt assholes, full of shit, and they're a bunch of liars. And I'm thinking that's why they don't like to give out information, because there's nobody in their right goddamn mind that doesn't give out information. If you have a warrant out for somebody, you tell them. You don't go and say, "Oh, go to a third party. Somebody has nothing to do with this," because that is a way in which you alleviate liability.
Yeah.
So what they're doing is they're throwing liability onto some other individual. So now if I call you and I ask you, and the facts are that you're wrong, then you would be liable. If there was some kind of glitch in the system or there was anything, well, they're corrupt pigs, right? They are literally corrupt pigs. And now they could literally just flip the system a little bit and be like, "Oh, no, we didn't have a warrant. I don't know where you got your information from." What kind of... That's some garbage, man. But anyways,
Yeah.
So...
Well, what exactly happened?
I was just walking...
Was there...
I was just walking down the street with my dog, and this... I was about seven houses away from my house, and there was a guy. He's a kind of like a thug gangster kind of dude, and he was kind of bumping out his chest and everything, and I was like, "Yo, dude," so there was a little words exchange, right? Like, "What the hell is your problem?" and shit, and then his girl got in the middle of it real quick, and she's like, "What's your problem?" Now she has to show up. And then he's sitting in the background smiling and stuff. And then she's like, "I'm calling 911," and she's smiling while she's doing it. And then as soon as they came in, they just came right at me. And then they threw me down. They fucking punched me in the side of the face. And then they locked me up. And then next thing I know, I'm like, what was I arrested for? And they were saying for disorderly conduct and then resisting arrest. So that when the guy threw me down on the ground and started punching me in the right temple, he started yelling, "Stop resisting!" And it's like, wow, okay. And so now they want to throw me in. They want to throw me in for a year. They want to give me a year sentence plus like up to $4,000. And here's the weird part, is that I went to court on the second round. So then I am calling, and I'm trying to figure this out and everything, right? Around and said that I didn't appear. However, my own mother, because she drove me there, because I was like, I don't want to go there all by myself. I need a witness and everything because these people are so dirty. And so I step into the court. And I pass over 3 different affidavits, and I pass over to the court to put into their records, and it's clearly in the records. I can go right there, and it's on that exact same date. And the judge turned around and issued a $10,000 warrant out for me. So then I am calling, and I'm trying to figure this out and everything, right? After I find it, here's what actually happened. So I was given the second visit on court date. He shows up halfway through the court, and he sits down beside me. He said I was supposed to go to court. The lawyer didn't show up. I never once spoke to him, and I tried calling him, and he never answered or nothing, right? And on the first day, he didn't even show up, and he had somebody else show up for him and try to get me to sign some stuff. And I'm like, where is he? And so then the second time, I still never talked to him. The second visit on court date, he shows up halfway through the court, and he sits down beside me and says, "Hey, you want me to?" And I didn't even look at him. I just ignored him. Go go fuck yourself, dude. Like that was the whole thing that I, right? And so, so right after the court, right after I handed over all of the affidavits, he goes and I was given a new attorney, right? Because I fired that one. I said, I don't, the guy doesn't even do shit. So, so I get the new attorney, and right after the court, I'm sitting outside, and he starts asking me all kinds of weird-ass questions, like, were you married? Where were you married? And I'm like, what does this have to do with... What did you finish high school? What's the highest grade that you completed? And I'm like, are we gonna talking about any? Oh, yeah. I just want to know who. Yeah. Go fuck yourself, right? So I just stood up and I walked out. Right? I walked out. I got an attorney. Well, then what happens is a couple months later, I find out that there's a warrant out for me. Meanwhile, this attorney was still my attorney for the whole time, and So once I find out there's a warrant, I start calling around. I start calling around local. They sent a SWAT team to the house. Right? And this is after they tried to kill me. Actually, I skipped that part. So about 3 weeks before that, they tried to kill me. They had the next door neighbor right across the street knock on the door at about midnight. I walked outside. Right, he's in the dark and everything, and his dad was up the thing, and he started yelling at me. I don't know, he was yelling some shit like, "You're fucking dead, your history, whatever." So I turned around and I'm like, "What's your problem, dude?" And then the guy whacked me from behind with a bat or something. Right? Just mangled the side of my face, right? Well, then because I was at my mom's house, and I walk in, and I could barely like stand up, right? I was, and she's freaking out. She calls the cops. They fly in within like 4 or 5 minutes. They're there and they had him in the back. The guy that hit me, they had him in the back of the trooper. Yeah. He's kicking out the windows and shit. He's also intoxicated. They tried to get me in with a public intoxication prior to this, and this guy is actually really drunk, and he just smashed my face in, and they literally let him go. And my mom was like, "Hey, we want to press charges," and they're like, "No, you can't press charges. He has to do it himself. He's older than he's not a minor." Well, then, a couple days later, right, whenever I was out of bed, right, because I was in bed for like four days, right, trying to heal my wounds and shit, because I never actually received any medical attention, right, and so because I'm actually afraid, there's a big corrupt. It's a really long story, and there's been years of a bunch of these cops playing all kinds of games with me, and me just trying to defend myself from them, which causes even more problems for yourself. If you stand up for yourself, then you're really screwing yourself. Today, you need to just bow down, bend over, and take it like a man type of thing. Anyways, I come to find out.
What's your last name?
Yeah, will you be able to check it out then? Right now?
Yeah, I mean, I might not be able to run it today because we actually have to go up there in person to run warrants.
You serious?
And it's just during working hours.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
They don't allow us. Yeah, they don't do it by system anymore.
Okay, so
That's the whole thing. It's like if it's top secret or whatnot, you know?
Oh, yeah, because they're corrupt as hell, dude. They privatized it. Are you aware that the whole I don't know, but since this whole thing happened, I had to start lawyering up for myself type of thing, right? So I had to start digging in the books and stuff and start learning some stuff. And I come to find out, I don't know if you know this, but every state is literally a corporation, right? So the state of Texas is a corporation. Okay. Well then there's no rights. This is a corporation that's dictating to you. It's not a government. Yeah. It's a corporation. Okay. Well, that's fascism. That's fascism.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly,
so,
bro.
Yeah. Okay. So
I'm sorry. What's your last name?
Yeah, real quick. I just need to know how.
Yeah.
So they're going to literally, these assholes are literally going to tell me that I can't get the information about myself, but I can call another man, and then you will literally have to go out of your way to go down and to check, and you can't even, like, you have to go and expend your time and energy just to find out if I have a warrant. And then where does that benefit you at all?
Yeah, that's the thing.
Damn, dude.
And
Okay.
they'll tell you, well, we can tell you what your warrant is. You got to come in person, though. Well,
Okay.
yeah, you're going to tell, yeah, you do have a warrant. I'm going to lock you up.
Exactly. Yeah, yeah. Oh, these some slimy turds, man. I don't know why anybody is moving to United States. It's because they're oblivious. Well, like I was. For my first 35 years of life, I did not know that they were allowed to do all of this. Right? I was actually an American that flew a flag, and I was really proud and everything. So, okay. Well, I don't want to put you out or anybody else, so I might as well do it myself. And get the shit over with.
Sure.
Right? So, and I appreciate that.
Yeah, well, give us a call if you have any questions, man.
Yeah, man. Thanks.
Okay.
Take care of yourself.
All right, good luck to you,
Peace
brother.
out.
Okay, thanks. Bye.